It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Oilers' sure-handed wide receiver. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Oilers and the Golden Eagles under the lights on Sunday night.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap between the Houston Oilers taking on the Golden Eagles of Chicago. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now White. A little short pass. This is Everett. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 4 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
White. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now White. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw, White. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Oilers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Richardson. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the shotgun, Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Fox. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 3rd and 4.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Richardson looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fox. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Richardson working from the gun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So you look at this new situation. It's worked in other places. You've got 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out in the Bay Area. Of course, 2 in the New York area. And now 2 teams calling Chicago home. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to embrace this newly relocated team. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. White looks to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here that add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Richardson to throw off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Can't do that.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Off play action, Richardson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA's. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got another one to Johnston. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll run with Gibbs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year bet knocks Takes it through the goalpost, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. To throw on second down, here's White. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, White. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
A little short pass. This is Everett. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Fox. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Richardson. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Richardson. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back to the air with Richardson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. On first down, Richardson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Golden Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And now out comes Houston.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now White. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, White over the middle, complete. It's Black. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's White on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Now White with a first down throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. White looks to throw. He finds his... And the ball is knocked out. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's White. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here.
That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Giants who pick up the victory at home. The Giants getting the home cooking as they pull their record back to 1-1. Another game of interest in the AFC East has us checking in on the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Joe Burrow, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 37-yard line.
Richardson to throw off play action. On the move to his left. There's a nice move. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. White now on 1st down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, White. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now White. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Play action, here's White. And he fends him off. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Richardson to throw. Good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st down, it's White. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. White. And that is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
White on 3rd and long. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darian Mathis burying him for the sack. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs to about the 35, second down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They run the counter. Fox. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Richardson. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now it's Richardson. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. There, Richardson back to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Richardson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Gibbs will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Finds Johnston. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Houston set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Now White.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's White on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
At the 38-yard line.
The play fake. Now White. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Nolan Smith able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Out of the gun, it's White.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's White. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, White. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
White looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
To throw, White. Rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Oilers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Richardson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Richardson to throw off play action. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They go play action with Richardson. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7.
At the 24-yard line.
Back to the air with Richardson. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's Richardson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Quentin Johnston, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Golden Eagles have retaken the lead.
Touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 1. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Here's White. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. White steps away. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now White. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. White looking to throw. And that's complete to Davis. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Got his man. That's Davis. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Back to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. We've seen some long field goals to win games, and they've got to give their kicker a chance here.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And this one is right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking the lead in the fourth quarter to hand their division opponent a big loss.
And they're elated, and they should be, because they did exactly that. Went to a rival's house and stunned them, and did it with a fourth quarter comeback. And every team in the league prides itself on controlling the fourth quarter. It's even more difficult when you don't do it at home against a division rival.
So for Houston, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.